All right. All right. All right, Mike. Congrats on a big win tonight. Was that the finish or the fight that you envisioned?
I mean, a head kick knockout is always what you kind of wish for, right? But you never know what's going to happen. I was honestly thinking that I was going to go into 15 minutes of hell with that guy. Nick's tough, and I don't even know if he's ever been finished, but the last time I was in the Bellator cage, I had a blown out shoulder. I had to fight opposite stance. That was the worst Mike Hamel 15 months ago. I went through a shoulder surgery, had a fight fall through. So I wasn't going to be denied tonight.
Absolutely. And, big win like that coming back. How's it feel on the end of things now?
Man, nothing feels better than this. This sport, like I said before in other interviews, it beats your ass. It breaks you down. It's mentally the toughest thing anybody can ever, I don't want to say ever go through, but it's one of the hardest things you can put yourself through by choice, and so to get the results that I feel like I deserve and I earned, nothing's better than that.
Great answer. And, I heard you put a lot of work into this camp. You had a ton of people from back home looking at, here at the fight, watching. How does it feel for everything to come full circle, just like it did tonight?
It's awesome, man. I haven't fought in front of my friends and family in years. I miss having shows in Arizona where I used to sell the crowd out and have everybody there. So the fact that I got my friends and family here, it's going to be a good night. I'm about to get drunk as shit.
Well, you earned it. That's for sure. Are there any particular fighters in your weight class that you would like to try next?
Anybody in that top 10 is really good. And honestly, people right outside of it are really good. I honestly don't care. I want to keep building myself up. For being 30 years old, I'm still pretty young in this sport. I've got 15 fights, but I'm just getting exponentially better. So whoever they want to feed me, I was once just a wrestler, and now I'm head kicking people. So watch out.
Yeah, it's definitely added to your game. Do you have a message for any of the fans or people in Arizona that supported you, now see you up at this level in Bellator?
Yeah, thank you guys, because I've always had the best fans. I've always had the best support system. Shit, half of them are here right now anyways. I love you guys.
How's it going, Magic Mike?
Good, man, good.
So you haven't felt a finish like that since 2017. After you got that finish, it seemed like you jumped up and you was trying to jump out the building. How'd it feel?
Man, it was awesome. We were actually just joking about it up in the room. My boy Bryce Meredith, he's 4-0 now with 4 finishes. I was like, shit, you got more finishes than me now. I was like, I got to go get one. So I had to keep the little brother at bay. We had to stay tied for a little bit.
Yeah, and you're currently riding a 3-fight win streak. So who's next? You got any names you want to call out?
Nah, man, the whole division can get it. And they know that. I know I'm one of the dark horses. I know I'm that guy that people see on the roster that they don't want to fight. I'm the only one who stole around on the champ. So you tell me, man.
So right here. So what do you think this knockout victory does for you as far as the rankings?
It gets me fucking paid. I deserve that, man. I've been grinding my teeth at this sport for years. And I'm on a 3-fight win streak. I got 1 fight left on my contract. We're going to go into renegotiations, and I'm going to get what I deserve.
So we got the Grand Prix coming up. We got the Hawaii card, Chicago. What's your pitch to Bellator to get you on more of these cards this year?
I want to fight right away. Like I said, it's been, like you guys know, it's been 15 months. I had shoulder surgery. I had the Roshkov fight fall through. I'm trying to make a living at doing this while I can. So either they need to come to Phoenix and let me blow the roof off the Footprint Center, or put me on that Chicago card. I'll go fight in June. I got a lot of friends who are from Chicago. We'll blow that place up too.
Hey, Mike K. Williams for Can Chronicles Media. Congratulations on a win tonight. Can you express on training camp leading up to this fight?
It was a typical MMA lab training camp. It was tough as shit. I got the best training partners in the world, and I got the best coaching staff. I've represented the lab every single one of my amateur fights and professional fights. Me and John Crouch have one of the best relationships a coach and athlete can have. I look up, me and Benson Henderson have a great relationship. Randy Stanky, Rob Emerson, my boy David Machad back home. I've got all those people who have been investing time into me for years, and they put me through a hell of a training camp. There was times where it was tough, and you don't want to do it anymore. You're like, shit, man, get off of me. These amateurs are starting to beat my ass. I'm tired. But hey, it works out.
Right on. And what does a fight of this magnitude do for you personally in your career thus far and moving forward?
Like I said, it's 3 fights now in a row over 3 game ass opponents. You know, look what Achilles Mota's been doing to people. I beat him with 1 arm in an opposite stance. You know, look what Usman's been doing to people. Shit, Borix went on and won like 5 in a row after I think I beat him in a split decision. You know, I've only been in there with the best, and I'm proving that I'm right up there with him. I mean, you know, so what this does for me right now is this gets me a new contract and maybe a number by my name.
Mike right here. Simon Simano with MMA Junkie. I apologize. I'm stepping in late. If this was asked already, but to come back from starting out 0-2 in this promotion to now being 3-0 and putting a stamp on a 3-fight winning streak like that, what does that mean for you? And what have you learned about yourself having to come back from something like that?
That just tells you the type of man I am. You know, I'm a hard blue collar guy. I'm a hard worker, and I've gone through adversity my whole life. I was never the strongest. I was never the fastest. I was never winning all the big national tournaments in high school, you know, but I gritted my way to a 6th place finish in D2s. And I've been gritting my way in this organization. You know, I want to thank them for giving me another shot. Most places you go 0-2 in an organization, they're done with you. You know, you're just another number to them. Bellator gave me another chance to come back. I won a gritty fight. And then I've been doing great since. So, you know, a lot goes to them for giving me a shot after going 0-2.
Does part of you feel like you owe it to the organization to deliver good on your part?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to be a household name for them. You know, I want to show that they signed a man of character and a man who's going to go out there and put on fucking great performances every single time. And I've done that every single time for him. So I want to keep being me. If I keep being me, good things are going to happen, right?
And the last thing for me, I saw after you got the knockout, I'm pretty sure I saw you share a hell of a hug with Benson, right?
Yeah.
Benson Anderson. What's it like having him in your corner, and how has he helped you get through some adversity early on to get to this point?
Benson's just, he's the best man in every sense of the word, right? He comes in there, win or lose. He represents himself and his family and his gym with the utmost respect. And he freaking works harder than anybody I've ever been around. And he's beat my ass more times than I'd like to admit. So to have him and truly have a bond with him like that, and have somebody that I can look out for, have somebody look out for me like that, it's like nothing's better. You know, that's what like teammates are. I got more than teammates. I got brothers and sisters at the lab. Thank you.
What's up, Mike, right here? We know you're Magic Mike, but you're also Grill Master Mike. I know you're probably not going to grill anything tonight, but you're going to eat any pork steak. What's the post-fight meal?
I don't know what I might just get some pizza. I might shovel something greasy down my throat real quick so I can start getting the Coors Lights in. But when I get back, I'm throwing a brisket on that big ass smoker of mine.
So last fight, you came all the way out to California, October. You made weight against Max Roscoff. You're in the process of making weight. That fight falls through, medical issues on his end. Does it take a little minute? How does that affect you mentally, or do you get right back in the cage? Is it just right back in the gym? Is it just on to the next?
Yeah. So I was right back in the gym because I thought I was going to fight soon, you know, and then I don't know if I couldn't find anybody to fight me or what the case was, if cards were already full, but this is kind of how it worked out. I'm not fighting till now, but yeah, I haven't left that gym, you know, so I was just in there putting in work in silence, trying to show the best version of me.
And you mentioned your coaches already, but John Crouch, Benson Henderson, Rob Emerson, Randy Stanky, Keith Hagan, all these guys at the lab. What makes those coaches the best coaching staff in MMA?
Their love and support for you. You know, like I feel like a lot of coaches, they don't put time in to really get to know people down and to their core, you know, and Crouch, he knows all my flaws. He knows all the good things about me. My teammates know that, and they love me for it, and they cherish me for it. And when you've got love like that in a gym, it's hard not to do great things.
And you mentioned you have one fight left on the Bellator deal. Is your loyalty with Bellator? Are you hoping your end goal to stay with the promotion going forward?
No. They gave me a shot. They took me pretty much off the streets, right? Not making anything. And they gave me a shot at this. So whatever they want, I'm here for it.
And then last question. When people think of Magic Mike, when people talk about you, what do you want people to think of? What do you want people to talk about when they hear your name?
Someone who stayed true to himself, and no matter how big or famous I ever get, I hope that I'm been the same person to the highest person up in the organization to the lowest.
Good luck, man. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Adam Picolotti's coming in.
All right. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.